the move of the week.
I'll bring it on. Well, to start, you see the red lady. She bring a 2-on-1 grip. She cuff the shoulder, and then get the snap down. And then after the snap down, she went through with the outside trip to complete a takedown. Then she is setting up a position, a clinch position on the ground. The, beside the fact of start a precise control, she could you see her bicep is engaged. Her bicep, the blue lady is engaged because of the forearm getting in on her, on the right arm of the blue lady.
So Juan, the first thing I noticed about the girl in red is that when she puts two hands on that arm, her left arm is around her, looks like tricep and bicep, and it never gives up. That control is amazing. Even then she switches arms at the very end. Can you talk a little bit about that detail?
Definitely. According from the reading that I did from Bookie Graham, he explained that the situation happened during the first period. So that's one of the reasons that the execution of the technique was simply perfect. Before I start breaking a sweat is the best moment to apply a wrestling move of that level.
To avoid all the slipperiness with the sweat?
Definitely. I always give 1,000 plus a 9% analyzing this situation and staying real about it. Understanding the technique is very difficult to execute it if we're doing like a different period.
Yeah, just watching this, you can see the steps like in her movement, which is amazing, and how like you have to get each step down, and kind of like when I remember training with you is a lot like that. Each, and a lot of jiu-jitsu and wrestling is like that, where each step really matters. And it kind of reminds me of a math equation. If you with algebra and stuff, you really just follow the steps and you get the whole equation completed with the solution. And that's kind of how I feel about forms of grappling, especially watching this. It's just she's tying all these steps together beautifully, and even wrapping her leg around her leg. It's amazing. But that control on that arm, that girl never has her arm. Her arm is gone from the start to the finish.
I was working at the gym early today. I went to, it was like a Bonnie lady. She was her first time doing wrestling. She stepped in the class. I was doing a half multi and then half wrestling. I didn't want to get too much detail in jiu-jitsu yet. I'm still working on different dates. I'm assuming that we need to start slow. And I even told her name is Albany. And she came through to the class, and I went honest on her. Let her know that her background is great, whatever the belt system that she have on her mind. It's time to start building up a different foundation, and then she understands that the wrestling aspect is an avenue that needs work to do.
Awesome. Well, hey, big shout out to Bucky Graham. He gave us the Angela Hill Move of the Week video last week, and now we have this awesome one. This is at Skyline College, Juan, or is it?
Hell yeah, man. For sure. Yeah, he's a Skyline coach, wrestling coach, amazing. He's a little bit overweight. He's not like a built up with athletics. However, his technique is amazing. He's definitely an athlete. He's a little bit overweight, but he is a step over lateral was one of the greatest techniques I ever seen in the wrestling room. What it means to come down to set up the side and then set up the takedown. Man, great. It was always fun working with the man.
Yeah, you know, and then I'm sorry, I'm watching this video one more time. It's just amazing. It just how she seems. She has a one arm. Hooks her leg, then the leg lets go, and then her arms on the leg, and you know, it's just the girl just she loses two limbs right off the bat, and it's just amazing. I love this video. Great move of the week, Juan, and thank you, Bucky Graham, for sending this to us.
Definitely. I mean, like, think about it. Let's say those two ladies sign up in jiu-jitsu class. The first thing you need to let her know, she needs to start working on seatbelt grips, and then a rapid triangle up in a leg, and then put the hips in on her, you know, and set up the seatbelt grip, and let her know that the jiu-jitsu work with wrestling together. You know, set up what it means to have a clear clinch position on the clinch, and start working with defending the arm. What a threat with Kimura. You know, I understand wrestling. They are like utilizing the back defense. That's what she's doing. She's utilizing her back defense, and that promotes the jiu-jitsu situation. What it means, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the wrestlers that go into jiu-jitsu class who've never done jiu-jitsu and they start their training, they're already ahead of the pack of the normal people that go in, and you see how fast they accelerate through jiu-jitsu just from having that grappling experience. And you know, as a lot of times they say in MMA, wrestling is the best base. You know, you had to choose one because it's in the middle between striking and submissions. But yeah, I've been in many classes where that new wrestler comes in and you maybe get a couple submissions on him and he's super strong and puts his weight on you and you're feeling good, and then you see him 2 months later, he's like just moving up very fast.
That's the thing, homie. We need to understand that we play along. Remember, you were my student 10 years ago. We were playing techniques.
Ron, don't say
Jasmine wasn't.
Don't say 10 years.
Jasmine.
Don't remind me.
No, less than that.
That was too long. Oh my God.
You know, Jasmine, I always put her in the middle in everything, and she understands having doing the wrestling drill, like set up single legs and then moving to the side, see the penetration fact, and then we play along, you know. And then not only you were coming every time, each and every time during the classes, jiu-jitsu classes, you were also understanding the competition aspect was the real deal when we talk about jiu-jitsu. That's why you set up your Gracie Open challenge, and that's the build up of the situation.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and it was a great class. I remember you always did have that incorporation of wrestling that you would put in there, and it was awesome because a lot of times jiu-jitsu you start on your knees. And then you go to the tournament and they start standing, and it's like, well, I'm not used to this, especially if you're a white belt, you know. But so I always enjoyed your class of the incorporation of wrestling, which was amazing. But anything else on this video, Juan?
Appreciate it, Jay. Well, I think I have to say that somebody like Sarah McMahon would step in my class at least for 2 weeks. I guarantee she would walk away with a really good winning payday for her.
Hey, I agree with you, Juan. I agree with you. Well, wow. This is I don't know. Anyways, awesome. Thank you, Bucky Graham. Skyline College out of San Bruno, California. Thank you for this video. Thank you, Cesar, Gracie, Black Belt, Juan Nunez, for this move of the week.
Os.